Many of you have probably heard of the Brookings Institution report. That was a report, technically proposed studies on the implications of peaceful space activities for human affairs. A typical government title there, I guess, but what they were really looking at, it was prepared for NASA, was what happens if we encounter life. 200 interviews with highly esteemed scientists. Margaret Mead, the famous anthropologist, was involved. Representatives of the UN, MIT, Stanford, GE, I'm not sure what GE, well, they're a defense contractor, the RAND Corporation.
They're a defense contractor.
National Science Foundation. Very, very serious scientific people involved in this. What this report told NASA was that if plant life or some subhuman intelligence were found on Mars or Venus, for example, there's no good reason to suppose these discoveries would result in substantial changes in perspectives or philosophies in large parts of the American public. However, if superintelligence is discovered, the results become quite unpredictable. And they go on to say anthropological files contain many examples of societies sure of their place in the universe which have disintegrated when they had to associate with previously unfamiliar societies. In other words, intelligent beings piloting craft that we can't catch.
So let that sink in for a second, because what that says to me is that if some kind of superior intelligence that wasn't from Earth was found to exist, that would cause humanity to question everything. Religion would go out the window, national security would become an issue. So I think we can maybe get some kind of hint as to why some of the information that the military and the government may know about UFOs hasn't made itself available to the general public, at least through government and the military, because they're scared to death about what we would do with that information.
And Brookings even suggested how might that information be withheld from a public, or under what circumstance.
Right.
Brookings said that would be electrifying, especially to religious Christian sects, Eastern religions, etc. For them, the discovery of other life would be electrifying. Now, that may be true. I've talked to a lot of people who are religious, tied to religious organizations, who say, that wouldn't really affect me. God created everything, and me, so why not aliens? So the next part of the Brookings report is probably even more applicable to the real problem. That is that scientists, Brookings said, might be the ones most devastated by the discovery of extraterrestrial life. I said it's been speculated that of all groups, scientists and engineers might be the most devastated by the discovery of relatively superior creatures, since these professions are most clearly associated with the mastery of nature. So in other words, you're no longer top dog on the scientific ladder.